So we are going to do an in-cabin inspection for CDL Class A. The first thing we would do is pull the vehicle straight in the box. So what we're doing right now is setting up to prepare for our test. Now this is the point where you set the truck up and you will not have an instructor with you. So the first thing you would do is chalk your wheels. Chalk your wheels, get into the vehicle, and then we're going to turn the vehicle on and we're going to let our pressure build up between 120 to 140 until the governor shuts off. So the governor has already shut off. Our wheels are chalked, so that means the vehicle is secure. So now we're going to get out and we're going to talk to our examiner. He's going to ask us for three things: your medical card, your driver's license, and your permit. And then he's going to give you instructions, and he's basically going to say we're going to start with the in-cabin inspection. So you get back in the vehicle. He's going to get in here. You wait till he gets situated, and then you're going to do another safe start. As soon as your ABS light cuts off, we'll go ahead and turn the vehicle on. And we're going to focus on our secondary and primary air tanks. At this point, we can tell the governor, or we can tell the tester, that we are ready to begin our air leak test. So now we go ahead and turn the truck off. Turn it back to the on position. Once my gauge is finished and they settle, I'm going to start with my air leak test. Okay, so the first thing I would do before that is I was push in my air brakes, my air valves, whichever you want to call them, and apparently we have an air leak. So let's just say I'm going to start my air leak test. I'm going to press and hold the brake for 60 seconds, and I should not lose more than 4 psi. So pressing that in. 60 seconds is up. Let's say 60 seconds is up. We're going to tell the examiner I did not lose more than 4 psi. Next test is my low air warning. I'm going to press and fan the brake until the pressure drops between 60 and 55. At that point, I'm going to hear an audible buzz and flashing lights. There we go. My lights are on and I hear the audible buzz. So we tell the examiner my low air warning test works properly. After that, I'm going to do my 20-40 test. I'm going to press and fan the brakes until the pressure drops between 20-40. At that point, my air valves are going to pop out. So what I need to do now, when I press and fan, I need to keep my eyes focused on my trailer and parking brake to make sure they both pop out, because sometimes one will come out a little bit before the other one. So we'll just keep our... So they both popped out. So when those pop out, we take the key out, put it in our pocket, and then we pop out of the vehicle. So when we get out, we will unchalk our wheels. We'll get back in using 3 points of contact. We'll get back in the vehicle, and then we'll do another safe start. Now, our vehicle is secure because our air valves popped out, right? So we don't have to worry about the vehicle moving, and it's in neutral. So now if we look at our primary and secondary air tanks, we can see that it's low. So we can't do the next test that's on the test, which is our parking, service, and trailer brake. So what we could do is go to the next thing that's on the list, and that's my light check. So I'm going to do a turn signal, my left turn signal, my right turn signal, my high beams, my low beams, and then I'm going to turn on my four-way flashers. All right. Once I'm finished with that, I'm going to grab my seatbelt. I'm going to pre-trip that. It's not rip torn or frayed. It's properly mounted. It's not missing any screws or bolts. It latches and unlatches. Next, I'm going to look at my fire extinguisher. We're checking all of our emergency and safety equipment. My fire extinguisher is not bent, broke, or cracked. It's properly mounted. It's not missing any screws or bolts. It's not leaking. It's a 10 BC or better. Or we can say it's an ABC. And if you want to add more to it, you can. Next, we would talk about our reflective triangles. They're present, and they're not bent, broke, or cracked. They're properly mounted. They're not missing any screws or bolts. Proper color is red. And we should have right here fuses. My fuses are present. That's all we need to say. Or if you want to add, I have my 7 spare fuses. Next, my floor is clean and clear. There's no oil or debris. After that, I would talk about my windshield. It's not bent, broke, or cracked. It's properly mounted. It's not missing any screws or bolts. It's clean and clear, and there's no illegal stickers that would have struck my view. Also, my rubber seal has no abrasions, bulges, or cuts. It's properly mounted. There's no leaks. Then I'm going to do all 4 of my mirrors are not bent, broke, or cracked. They're all properly mounted. They're not missing any screws or bolts. They're clean and clear and adjusted to me, the driver. Next, I'm going to talk about my windshield wiper bracket. It's not bent, broke, or cracked. It's properly mounted. It's not missing any screws or bolts. My windshield wiper blade has no abrasions, bulges, or cuts. It's properly mounted. It's pressed firmly against the windshield. Next, it says check your washer. So we just press and hold, right? Press and hold right here. Push that in. And there should be fluid, liquid that comes out. So we'll tell the examiner it works properly. After that, I'm going to come inside and I'm going to talk about my heater and defroster. Make sure you turn it on and you check it. All right, my heater's down here. My defroster's up here. They both work properly. Turn it back off. Then I'm going to come over here and talk about my electric horn. Works properly. And then my highway horn. It works properly. I heard my governor shut off maybe 10 seconds ago. So that tells me I have enough air pressure to do my tug test. So remember, whichever one you push in, it's the one that's out that you're testing. So right now I'm testing my trailer brake. So I put it in drive, then I step on the gas. Look, just give it a little, it works properly. Just light step on the gas. Then we switch, push in my trailer brake, and now I'm testing my parking brake. So I'm going to put it back in drive. Same thing. There we go. It works properly. And then lastly, I'm going to do a service brake test. I'm going to pull forward 3 to 5 miles an hour, and then I'm going to stop. Put it back in drive, engage my brakes, and then I'm going to tell the examiner my service brakes work properly. Also, my steering wheel did not pull from left to right, and my speedometer works properly. So after that, we're going to ask the examiner, could you please get out and check my external lights? So at this point, once they get to the front of the vehicle, they will check your external lights. Now remember, they're not going to start. You have to start. So here we go. We're going to turn this left turn signal. They're going to give you the thumbs up. Right turn signal, same thing, thumbs up. High beams and low beams. Don't forget our 4-way flashers. All right, so at this point, they'll walk to the back of the vehicle, and we're going to look out of the mirror so we can see exactly where they are. So we know, okay, left turn signal, they're going to give you the thumbs up. Right turn signal, give you another thumbs up. And then we're going to hit our 4-way flashers. We're going to see all that. Once we finish that, we're going to hit our service brake. Okay, service brake right there. And they're going to let you know they all work properly. So once we finish that, we're done with the external light check. Now we can start with the front of the vehicle.